Welcome, everyone, to Volvo CONEXPO Press Conference 2023. It's great to have you all with us. To our press, great to see you, many familiar faces and some new ones. Welcome to our visitors to the booth who are joining us, and to those of you who are online at Volvo at CONEXPO Live. I'm your host, Meg Christensen, and as you saw in the video, our theme is Change Starts Here, Be Ready for It. And to go deeper into what we mean by that, I want to introduce you to Melker Jernberg, President of Volvo Construction Equipment, Helene Mellqvist, President of Volvo Penta, and Stephen Roy, President of Volvo Construction Equipment in North America. Thank you guys for being with me. So the past few years, we've all faced challenges and changes for businesses, society, and personally. Melker, when it comes to the challenges, how has Volvo Group viewed them, and what do we see as opportunities?
First of all, I think we all have been through many tough challenges the last years. I mean, the pandemic, the supply chain disturbances, political uncertainties, climate change, rising energy prices, what have you, so to say. But I think also all of that accelerate the need for change and create these kind of driving forces for us to do something. So the need for more sustainable solutions is very clear. And I think, if anything, we are even more committed now to do this even better. So hopefully here this morning, you will hear from us that we are taking a lot of actions to lead this change.
It's very exciting. There's so many things going on in the industry as such, but it's not only about technology, it's also services and digitalization.
Yeah, I mean, exactly right. We have to have strong collaboration with all of our stakeholders, and that means we really have to be an integrated partner with our customers, our dealers, and society.
Helene, when we talk about how the industry and the world is changing, our booth highlights a lot of those things and some of the ways that we can help customers to be ready for it. Can you talk about that at a high level? What's our approach?
Definitely. I mean, we are committed at the Volvo Group to support and help our customers to go through these change and transformation. On a long-term ambition, the Volvo Group has committed to be 100% safe, right, 100% fossil-free, and 100% more productive. Safe is because for us, people, safety always comes first, and you know that this is in our DNA since a very long time. Fossil-free, because we really need to tackle this climate change that we have around us together. And more productive. It is really that we would like our customers, of course, to be more profitable also in the future. And by being more productive, we also make a smaller or limited climate footprint as well. So we will continue to evolve and develop products around this, and I think you will hear a lot about that from us today.
Yeah, when I hear those ambitions, it connects to me at a heart level. It really is about our desire to lead in that transformation. Melker, how are we doing that?
I think it's clear that we want to lead the transformation of our industry. And some of you remember, but already at Bauma Munich 2019, we unveiled the first two fully battery electric compact machines. Since then, we have launched another 4.1. Last year, we sold 600 units, obviously only the start. These machines are now working in a number of different applications. So interesting, first of all, they are designed to be able to do the same job as the diesel machines. But, of course, these machines, the electric wheel loaders, electric excavators, are even better suited where we have problem with noise, vibrations, emissions. So already today, we have customers working with indoor demolition, food processing, close to animals, recycling, inner city projects. And when I was thinking, coming here, what you can do with the small electrical compact machines, and I saw these machines, and I saw that sign, then I realized you can also compete. So unfortunately, I'm not on that list yet. So let's see. So I think also for our customers, of course, this open up completely new opportunities, and that is also a transformation in itself.
Yeah. Stephen, tell us what's next when it comes to sustainable power.
Well, I think, Meg, we've already been leading today our 6-machine lineup that's been rolled out here in North America, but really excited to talk about some additional announcements on how we continue to progress and lead the industry. First, what I would say is, if you haven't had a chance to visit our excavators section here, I'd like to highlight our 22-ton EC230. This is the first time in North America, but not the first time in front of our customers. This is a proven machine already working in Norway, Sweden, China, and South Korea, so we're extremely excited to have it here today. What we found out is the equivalent of our diesel, but much quieter, much less vibrations. We also, as we start looking at these mid-size excavators, are really excited to get it in the hands of our customers. And I'm excited to say that we're going to share this first unit with Waste Management. Right after the show ends, we're planning to get this machine out. And then we have several more machines coming where we'll do very similar, get some pilots, get some feedback from our customer, and prepare for this journey.
Yeah, I know a lot of our customers are really excited to have that next size level of electric. And we recently introduced an electric product in a whole new product range. Tell us about that one.
Absolutely. Just as excited. This is our new DD25 electric compaction unit. First one from our road segment, so extremely excited about the opportunity to continue to build electric in our road segment. This machine will be manufactured in our Shippensburg location, our home in North America. We'll be launched in the North America markets first, but right after that available in other parts of the world. Also excited that we were now opening up our online reservations. So we're taking orders for these new units. So please be one of the first to get your orders in.
Thank you.
And I think battery electric machines, they are important. And they are one very important part also of the decarbonization journey we are doing. But we also believe in other solutions, right? So we are working hard, developing hard, putting a lot of money also to explore the hydrogen fuel cell technology, which is also an electric solution. But we are also investing a lot in the combustion engine. We believe in the combustion engine for the future, running on sustainable fuels, but also actually on hydrogen. So in fact, over here, today, we have the world's first, let's see now, the world's first hydrogen fuel cell electric articulated hauler. It's a prototype, but it's giving a lot of valuable insights for us in this development that we are doing now when it comes to the fuel cell and hydrogen.
Absolutely. And Helene, when it comes to Volvo Penta, you're present both on land and on sea, and I know construction and mining are both important segments for you. When it comes to taking steps forward in transformation for you, you've got two announcements, one when it comes to both power generation and one for off-highway vehicles.
Yes, we do. Our signum is really to have a deep application knowledge, and we combine that with a gold mine we have in the Volvo Group to find good solutions for our customers. We recently revealed that we are expanding our power generation portfolio with battery energy storage. We do that by inviting our OEMs and also working together with our OEMs. And we are providing subsets of battery storage. Of course, it's built on the Volvo Group electromobility platform, and by that, it's scalable and modular as well. And it's can be used for a variety of different applications, such as utility, microgrids, but also portable or mobile chargers. We see that this is a very fast-growing segment, We look forward very much to have, together with our OEMs and customers, a better energy storage solution in the market. And actually, already last week, we announced, together with Utility Innovation Group, a collaboration. And that will secure that we will have a more resilient and reliable energy storage on the market for utilities. You can learn more about that in the booth, which you have just behind you when you walk down the stairs afterwards. I also can share another news that we have, that we will, on the electric side, that we will also announce here at CONEXPO. 10 years ago, we started our collaboration with Gradle, and then we had the T4 final engine, and we are now expanding into electromobility with them as well. So our electric driveline is powering their first concept application that they will have. It will be announced today at their press conferences at 1 o'clock at the Gradle booth later today.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll see some of the same faces there.
Yeah, I hope so.
And this electric driveline, which I think people will see, can you go into what kind of applications it's used?
Yeah, let's have a look at that. Gradle, the collaboration we have is, of course, the first one that we are making, or one of the first, and it's a good example how we get the use cases and specific needs together. You can see here at the animation that is different technology components that are mixed together in the electric driveline system. The driveline is then integrated into different applications. And everything from electric fire trucks, material handling, or also construction equipment like stone crushers and whatever. And this is true innovation. We are really reusing, adapting to the customer's needs, the different technologies. And I think our engineers is doing a brilliant job. I'm really proud of them. And they are optimizing the driveline for the different use cases that we have, simply fit for purpose. But I'm really excited to see what news, and we will continue to deliver news on this side as we go on in the future.
Yeah. These announcements from Volvo CE and Volvo Penta are great examples of how the Volvo Group is working to improve environmental sustainability. And Melker, I know one of the important considerations that we take is how to make the best use of our natural resources, especially when it comes to what goes into the batteries that we put in some of these electric machines.
Yeah, I think it's obvious that we need to take a holistic and a life cycle view on sustainability, and battery circularity is a very important part of that. And we are working very hard in the company with the important charging of the batteries for the first life, but we're also looking into a solution how to use the batteries in a second life, most often outside the transport and the construction industry, so to say. And we are also trying to understand and work on how to extract elements out of the batteries so we can reuse them in production of new batteries. And actually, within the Volvo Group, we have started a new business area now called Volvo Energy, with a lot of expertise into this area that helps all other business areas a lot. So it's a really asset for the group. And for all of you here, behind us we have a charging solution area. So go there and talk to our experts, put some tricky questions to them. I think that that's valuable for you.
Yeah, fantastic. To have so much good news to share on sustainable power, and there are two other really important areas of helping our customers be ready for whatever they face. And one is our next generation of conventional machines, and then another is the consultative solutions that help to provide the best uptime and productivity for them. Stephen, what's new in this area?
Yeah, thanks, Melker. Yesterday we unveiled our EC500, fantastic machine. If you get a chance, again, over by the excavators, take a look. But this is our first next generation excavator, a lineup in the additional diesel products that are going to come over the next few years. Redesigned cab, really focused on ergonomics, productivity, operator comfort. And one of the new features that I would encourage you to take a look at is our obstacle detection. Again, focus on safety to make sure not only a very comfortable operator, but one that goes home every day. So very excited to see that, and again, just a line of our next generation.
All right, and we have a whole suite of productivity services that are launching here at CONEXPO. And services are an important part of our business, and we have an ambition to increase it as a percentage of our business by 2030. Melker, can you elaborate on that?
First, just to agree with Stephen here, it was a great launch of the EC500 yesterday.
Yes, it was.
Our industry is changing, and we try to adapt them to the new customer and market need. And we are working hard as a company to become a service and solution provider instead of just providing the machines. And that means that we have a lot of different solutions. We have consulting, site mapping, uptime services, productivity services, equipment as a service. And with equipment as a service, I think we provide peace of mind for our customers. We take care of the maintenance, we take care of the availability, we take care of the uptime so customers can focus on their core business. And we're also introducing subscription models. For example, of our new service, Connected Load Out, where you can have a monthly fee, so to say.
Right. Yeah, I think Melker, beside that, we were talking about compaction machines. We're actually launching 2 new packages of Compact Assist, which is our intelligent compaction system. We have both the Light and the Start package, really designed to meet a variety of our customers' needs. And then I want to switch it over a little bit. We've talked about our electric compact machines. I think we have the first electric machine all-inclusive lease through Volvo Financial Services. Allows us really to bundle maintenance service, the machine, charging stations, and really be flexible from a customer perspective. So again, available through Volvo Financial Services.
So hopefully you've caught on that we really do have an array of solutions available for our customers, and that includes sustainable power, conventional, and also a suite of solutions that we really help them get the most out of their business.
Yeah, Meg, I would say get a chance, come to our solutions hall.
Yeah.
Our experts are ready to talk to you about the solutions and where we're going.
Absolutely. So looking back at our theme and the opportunities that we talked about and this idea of change starting here and being ready for it, that kind of change and accelerating it at the rate that we want to go really takes more than just us. So the partnerships that we have in the industry are a critical part of that. Melker?
Indeed, very important topic. And leadership is the new partnership is the new leadership. Sorry for that. Partnership is the new leadership, which our group CEO tirelessly continue to hammer into us in the organization. So partnership is the new leadership. And we team up with companies with the same ambitions as us. And to start with, more and more companies sign up and commit to the science-based target. Customers are looking how to improve the sustainability of their business, reaching out to us, ask for help to decarbonize both the fleet and the operation. Investors want us to invest in sustainable solutions. Societies want us to accelerate this work. And last but not least, our talents. I think leading the transformation is so important to attract and also retain our talents. So within the Volvo Group, we have partnered up with a number of companies, with a number of organizations, where we together can accelerate the transformation. That's the whole idea. And we have done that in many different areas when it comes to products, charging, batteries, infrastructure, fuel cells, and much more.
Yeah, so I think when you get a chance, and I think Melker mentioned it right behind us in our booth, there are several charging partners. We can have the best electric machines, but we must have the right charging solutions. One of those is someone we've been working with for a couple of years, Beam Global. This is a fully mobile station that can charge electric vehicles during the daytimes and then recharge the machines at nighttime. Also, we have university students from BTH University in Sweden alongside Stanford University students who partnered to develop a charging prototype. Very cool. Inside our solutions hall, you'll see kind of a prototype, but it just gives you an imagination of where this industry is going and the entrepreneurship that will come to lead charging solutions to support this journey.
Yeah, so we at Volvo Penta, we also have partnerships, and it's really in the Volvo Penta business model for ages, but we are also expanding that. And I think we have some really good examples here in North America that are crucial for our success and also change in the transformation journey. Let's start with the fire truck, the RTX Rosenbauer, which is running in Hollywood. A good side effect here that you do not really think about is that the ergonomy is much better for the firefighters when they are in an electric propelled or driven powered fire truck. That's quite exciting. And it's with our Volvo Penta electric driveline. Another one is Tyco, where it's an American manufacturer of terminal tractors. And there is, we just announced that we will start production in a short while also together with them with the Volvo Penta electric driveline. And speaking about hydrogen, we also have a collaboration with the CMB Tech, which is a dual fuel provider with solution provider for heavy duty applications. And we launched this as a Bauma earlier last year. And the engine is running both on diesel and on hydrogen, which is a really good stepping stone into the net zero. And this is really a small-scale industrialization project that we are making together with our customers in order to learn about how does hydrogen actually work for us in the different applications for the customers. And you can see that also in our stand. And go and talk to our guys there. They know a lot of things about it.
I think that goes across everything. People here would be happy to talk to you about anything.
So working with customers, dealers, suppliers, policymakers, society, strategic partners. By that, we can do more and we can achieve more than we can do alone. And we want and we should take the lead in the transformation. Not just because we have to, but because we can and we want to.
Yes.
So we say, change starts here, be ready for it, and together we can do great things.
Thank you.
Thank you, Melker, and Helene and Stephen.
Thank you.
So we have a few elements left. We're going to start with questions. I'm sure some of you have been wondering about a little bit more information on any of these topics. My colleagues have a mic. Then I just want to let you know that after our question period, we have a very exciting final announcement. We're going to move to another nearby part of the booth for that, and you won't want to miss it. So when you have a question, just raise your hand and Amy will bring the mic. Please let us know your name and your publication.
Meg, I'll also say that we do have some international journalists joining us on the virtual event platform today, and we are taking questions from them, and we will answer them either live or after the event through the platform.
Hi, Tom Stone, IBT. I was thinking about the larger electric excavator, which I know is being used around the world. But how do you count that as a sort of full commercialization? And if not, how close is this to sort of being a fully commercial vehicle? And are there challenges around those larger electric vehicles? Is it a sort of niche that's one day going to be filled by maybe hydrogen or something like that?
Yeah, I think we have a power density kind of solution to understand when do you go battery electric? When do you go to potential hydrogen? And then we're also looking at both biofuels and renewable fuels. So I think it's those are still the tests and the work that we have to do to continue. But yeah, we know the as you see the articulated hauler. That's something we think is purely set for hydrogen at one day.
Just to add on that, because it's also how big can you go fully battery electric, and I think we learn all the time, and both when it comes to the battery technology, so to say, but also the whole application setup, how we build the machines. And our learning so far, both on the compact machines and the bigger machines, is that we have better autonomy than in the theory. And that is because of the way we use the machines. We can also have recuperation, but it's also, idling costs diesels, but idling don't cost kilowatt hours in the battery. So I think we will go higher up than we anticipate now.
Melker, when it came to the EC230 electric, we've had quite good responses from those people who have already tested it, right?
We didn't mention that, but I mean, when we talk to primarily drivers of the machine, and we ask on what parameters is the electric machine better than the diesel, and then after a while the answer is everything. So the feedback so far is just fantastic, actually.
Any more questions?
There's one here in the front.
Keith Grubens with Compact Equipment. You've had your electric machines in America for about a year now. What has been the acceptance in this market, which has been a little bit slow with electric machines?
Yeah, we've delivered a few hundred machines here in North America. More to come. We see a lot more units coming this year. I think we've been surprised with the type of customers that are looking for this machine. Right, we're getting industries and affiliates that we didn't think about, and we laughed about this at our dealer meeting the other day. But the Toronto Zoo, for example, right, because they want to work alongside animals without scaring the buffalo. Probably not one that we had on the list before. But what we're finding is that they're looking for, obviously, improved sustainability, but also the noise factor. And when you think about a general construction site, you have an operator in the machine having to communicate. It's very difficult with diesel noise. So the less vibration and the quietness has really helped those two work together, and more importantly, improve safety. So I think we're learning a lot. I think our dealers are understanding this is a new offering. We still have diesel for the right application, but really there are customers that really want to move toward this new status.
Any other questions?
Thank you. Ken Singer, Heavy Equipment Guide. Curious, you're launching here at CONEXPO a new portfolio of service contracts. Can you expand a little bit on the significance of this for the industry right now?
Absolutely. So I think, as Melker said, connected loadout was an example, connected maps. We're using these tools to really help the machine become more productive and more safe. And we've had great examples already where we've gone to job sites, we've connected our machines along with other branded machines, and found that the customer was able to improve the performance of the machine, and just as importantly, by reducing speed and spacing machines out, and improve the safety as well. So those are the tools that we're looking for, and they're very specific to each job site. But these digital tools, along with connectivity, allow us to do things we've not been able to do before.
Stephen, another thing we could mention is the service contracts themselves, where there are levels that people can have that.
Yeah, so we've had service level agreements for a number of years now, and again, we can base it on the type of terms you need, what the length is, all the way from a fully supported bumper to bumper, all the way to just basic maintenance. So this is something that's pretty ingrained with our dealer network, and our goal is to continue to grow that and add new features such as these productivity tools.
Thank you.
Go ahead. I'm Michael Roth with Rental Equipment Register, or RER magazine, and I'm not sure if I've got this exactly right, but I thought I had heard that Volvo had stated it would be like all electric and alternative fuels and cutting out diesel by 2030. So please correct me if that's incorrect. And do you think the market will be able to adapt that quickly to you becoming completely carbon neutral?
Yeah, go ahead.
You can take that, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, and good that we do a clarification here, because this starts with, as a company, we should be total CO2-free 2050, according to the Paris Agreement and our commitment. And that means that we, from 2040, we will not produce any more machines that have a CO2 footprint. If you take it from 2040 and back, we say that 2030 will most probably be 35% CO2 free. So that's the curve, so to say. But taking it from 2050 and going backwards. It's okay?
Any more questions?
You seeing any questions online?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No. Okay.
All right, well, great. Thank you for those questions. And we are now going to move to the front corner of the booth. Amy and the team are going to lead you there. And we'd like you to join us at the A30 hauler in the front corner, made with fossil-free steel, to see a moment in industry history. Thank you. We'll meet you there.
It's my privilege to go do this handover this morning. So what you just heard was we talked about partnership, and partnership is the new leadership. And what you have here is a perfect example of what that partnership looks like. So we've really created something special here today, and we're proud to have all of them by our side in this journey. When we talk about sustainability, it isn't just changing the engine and putting batteries in a machine or putting hydrogen in a machine. It's all through the supply chain. And this is a perfect example of that. What I want to do first is introduce you to some new members of the event. So I'm going to go in order of our supply chain. So we're going to start out with our friends from SSAB. So first, we have Chuck Schmidt. He's the SSAB Americas president. Chuck, welcome. Thank you. Christina Freeborg. Christina, you got a heck of a title. A lot of responsibility. So she's the SSAB's executive vice president, head of sustainability, ethics and compliance, and health and safety. That's a mouthful. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Then we have the privilege of having Martin Lundstedt. He's president and CEO of Volvo Group. Welcome. Then we have Scott Pearson. Scott is president of CRH Americas Materials. And then Martin Riley. Thanks, Martin, for being here. Martin's the senior vice president of climate performance for CRH. So welcome. So Chuck, we're going to start with you first. So Chuck, maybe you can tell us some more about the reduction of fossil fuels from this whole process of manufacturing steel.
Happy to. First of all, thank you, Dave. And on behalf of the SSAB team, we very much appreciate being invited on this special day with Volvo and CRH, and particularly on the change acceleration, Melker, that you talked about. Very quickly, when we talk about the decarbonization in the steel industry, 90% of the emissions in steel happen within the iron ore reduction. And through our partnership and technology around hybrid, using a fossil-free hydrogen to reduce iron ore, we've been successful going back a couple years at a pilot level. And as Martin described, a year and a half ago, we began this discussion and this journey with the success of the initial production on where do we put it. And then that success and that discussion led us to where we are here right now, and our intentions now to further the journey in bringing a fossil-free steel and the lowest emission steel to our customer on a long-term basis.
Great.
Thanks, Chuck. So Martin, maybe you can make some comments and tell us why this is so important for the Volvo Group and Volvo Construction Equipment.
First and foremost, as Chuck said, and you said also, Dave, this is a historic day. It's a milestone. At the end of the day, we can talk about it from a silo perspective and try to do things in our own silos. It will never work in order to get to net zero. The Volvo Group, we have committed ourselves to be net zero by 2050 in our installed fleet. And that means that everything we ship to customers by 2040 must be fossil-free, and in all different aspects, including input material, and also, of course, our propulsion systems. But leaders lead. That's the reason why it calls what you say leadership. Leaders lead. And in order to lead, you need to work together in the value chain. The science-based targets is changing the world. And the reason for that is that you are doing the inventory of your own CO2, but then you realize very quickly that a very big chunk of your CO2 is actually connected with your partners in the value chain, both upstream and downstream. And in order to get there, you really need to work together. So what is our scope 3 is someone else's scope 1 and 2. And we are fortunate enough to have very strong relations, both upstream and downstream, in these value chains with our valuable suppliers and our valuable customers. And this is the example here. We are proud founding members of the First Mover Coalition. That is the initiative of a Special Envoy for Climate Change, Secretary Kerry, together with the First Mover Coalition, with the World Economic Forum. And what is the First Mover Coalition? That is to take science-based initiatives into practice, creating the demand signals. And how do you create the demand signals? You need to have bold customers, in our case, like CRH, Scott and Martin representing a leader in your industry, and we are very proud to work with you, creating this demand signal to Volvo saying, guys, if you want to be part of our journey, you need to step up. That is the demand signal that they are creating to us. And by that we can create a demand signal to SSAB saying, if you want to be part of our journey, because we want to be part of the journey of CRH, we need to step up. That is the First Mover Coalition. That is how leaders lead. And I'm so proud to stand in front of all of you here today and say that we can actually hand over the America's first fossil-free articulated dump truck, the heavy haul. Now we are going in for the long haul and do this journey together. So it's a great day. And thank you for coming. To do it together. Partnership is the new leadership.
Great.
Thanks, Martin. So Scott, you're not the end necessarily of the supply chain, but you're certainly, as Martin said, a big part of the demand. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about what went into your decision to take that leadership role and create that demand.
I appreciate all of the talk that we've heard today about leadership, about partnership. At CRH, we're a global leader, and likewise, we have made very ambitious targets and goals that we are working towards to do our part. And at CRH, our purpose is to stand together to reinvent the way our world is built. And if you look around, you can see lots of people who are standing together. It's a privilege today to be able to accept this key on behalf of our team from Pennsy Supply that will be putting this truck to work. And that's the key. The truck has to work. We have demanding customers that we serve, and the projects they build, that's the end of the value chain. And so everything we do to become more sustainable, it has to be functional, it has to work, it has to be practical for our employees to do their work. One of the things that we have appreciated about Volvo, about SSAB, and the way you have approached this is that we are literally standing together as well. because to solve the biggest challenges that face us, that face our world and the construction industry, we have to stand together. And for me, that's what's most exciting about the history we're making together today.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you. Great, thanks, Scott. So, thanks all of you for being here and really being an example in demonstrating what the power of partnership really is. So, and thanks to all of you for being here, not only for this event, but for the event in general. And with that, I'm going to step out of the way, and then we're going to take some pictures in the official key handover. So again, thanks for being here today.
Sorry about the RF issue.